here is our venison burger. Look at the cheese melting. Beautiful height. See the cheese all over the burger. The vegetables in the bottom. I didn't add any tomatoes because you don't want all that juice to make it soggy. It's still crispy. The buns have been toasted. Look at that. Look at that flavor. The lettuce shredded instead of ugly piece of lettuce. This is what I'm talking about. That's a burger standing. Wow. Now we just gotta eat it. And when you look at this, you say, wow, what a beautiful burger. But you would never think this is actually a plant-based burger, vegan burger. The only thing I didn't add is the cheese because I don't have the plant-based cheese, but you can actually buy a plant-based cheese and add it to it and it will melt. And it will be just as wonderful as the other burger. But look at this, beautiful, sexy, nice, and tasty. Welcome to Basic Cooking with Chef Agnow. Today we're gonna make a burger, but it's a special burger because it's a venison burger. So we get some venison, ground venison meat, and we're not just going to cook it like that. We're going to cook it, actually we're going to season it, make it like a sort of kefta burger. So we're going to have like some Moroccan seasoning there. We're going to have some parsley, some salt, and then we're going to mix it very well. Let it sit for a few minutes. Then we're going to saute this vegetable with onion, garlic, peppers, mushrooms. And that's going to be the base. The burger stays on top of it. We have a house-made ketchup, and then of course we have some cheddar cheese, and then we have some potato bread rolls. So let's start and have some fun. So first thing to do is you gotta have some salt here. Then we get some 1 teaspoon of Moroccan seasoning. Parsley, 2 teaspoons. Garlic is going to be with the other stuff. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil too, just to make it easy to work with. Okay, so we're just going to mash all this together and make some burger patties. It's going to be so flavorful. So I'm going to mix it very well, let it sit a little bit in the fridge for a few minutes and make the patties. So my friends, I have a surprise for you today. I actually have also some plant-based meat that I made a patty of. I use the same ingredients. There's only one correction. I added a little garlic to both because I'm gonna cook it now, but if it's gonna sit like for overnight or something, you don't want to do that. So so I have all this seasoning, Moroccan seasoning, salt, parsley, and a little bit of garlic. I took the ground venison meat, made a patty of it. I took the plant-based, vegan plant-based meat, and I made a little burger patty. I'm toasting my buns first because I don't want it to cross-contaminate. Then I'm gonna cook this one first, then the meat next, so it doesn't cross-contaminate the vegan. So that's simple as that. You just turn the heat a little bit high here. So I'm gonna toast this until it's like a little golden color, reserve, and start cooking my meats. And it's gonna be a lot of fun and a lot of flavor. I think my bread is nicely toasted now. Nice crispy color. It makes a big difference when you have a toasted bread. Okay, so now let's start with my vegan burger. So So I cook it just like you cook any burger. I was amazed the first time I tried this. I thought it was going to be like, not taste good, but it was really tasty. Get a lot of flavor. As long as you put some flavor in there, it's unbelievable. So you want to cook it like 2.5 minutes in each side. You know, you don't want to cook it all the way to dry. At the same time, because it's vegan, I can saute my onions right next to it, so it's going to suck that flavor. It's going to put enough for both burgers. Why not? Let's check it up. Look at that, it looks like a real meat. So by sauteing the veg next to it, giving all that flavor, peppers as well. And the mushrooms. Now I don't want to add any salt to this yet, to the vegetable, because I don't want them to bleed. I don't want any water coming out yet. So that's all we're going to do. We're going to cook this up a little bit. We're going to take this out, cook the other one. So there is no cross-contamination. The vegan is vegan, there's no animal product at all. And the bread rolls are vegan as well, so it's good. And we have cheese, but we are not going to add cheese today, but you can actually buy plant-based cheese and add it to it. So you're going to have two versions, vegan burger, venison burger. I just want to do something different. I know everybody has burgers and stuff, but there's a lot of variations, and this is good to see. I'm going to add the flavors as well to this Moroccan seasoning. The rest of the parsley. And the garlic. I think I just need 1 tablespoon of garlic. This is fun. So the burger is sucking all this flavor. I can even put it in the middle if I want to. Beautiful. Flip it one more time. Look at that. Nice. This is what cooking is all about. You got to create something that makes sense. It makes complete sense to cook the vegetable around the vegan burger. Why not? You get space. Save you time, and then you leave the venison last. You use the same seasoning, save you money, and that's it. So now we're going to push all this veg to the side. We're going to get this patty, I think it's almost done, out of here. And we're going to put in this small plate. Now, do I want to add this to that? Not yet, because I want to use some of this vegetable for this. So I don't want to cross-contaminate. It's very important that when you're cooking and somebody's allergic to something, to be careful. Somebody's allergic to garlic or somebody's allergic to mushrooms. You add those last so you cook them different. So you can make your vegetable mix. For instance, if somebody's allergic to garlic, you cook them all the way and then you cook some garlic on the side and mix it later on. So now I have my vegetable almost done. I'm actually going to put them on the side so I can have whatever goes for this burger in here. So that's all I need for that. So this is going to sit in here next to the heat. I'm going to finish my veg. Now it's time to do the venison. Use a parchment paper because it's easy to work with it. If you don't use a parchment paper, it will stick in your hands and you don't want that. So now I'm going to do, because the heat is over, I'm actually going to put it here. I don't want the heat to be all over the place. I don't want it to be just fixed to the burger. This is just staying hot. Turn this off. And that's it. We're just going to flip the burger and then we're going to assemble our plate. Okay, let's check our burger. Oh, beautiful. Okay, now we're going to add some salt to these vegetables. So we do this. So we have our ketchup here, we made, homemade. We got our lettuce, shredded lettuce. And that's all we need. And we get our cheese. And the bread has been toasted. Alright, so we can start making our vegan burger. While that's cooking. Oh, this is going to be so beautiful. And then we have our lettuce. If you have the cheese, it makes it a lot easier for the lettuce to hold. So here's our vegan, beautiful vegan burger. Put this on the side here. We're going to start working on our venison burger. Just want to show you a different way to plate this up. Now we add in the vegetable in the bottom, because I'm going to add the cheese to this one. So one thing that's so important, it's you want the cheese to melt. I hate when you go somewhere and you order a burger and the cheese is like so hard. I like this so much I want to give it a double cheese, double slices. So what's going to happen, this cheese is going to melt and it's going to create like a nice sauce coming out. It's going to be beautiful. Now these veggies are done. Again, we're only cooking as more hot. This side, this is more like warm. But we're going to get rid of that anyway. We're going to make a nice pasta tomorrow and throw this in there. It's all about being creative. You gotta create and think about what's gonna happen to your food. See the cheese melting? I can turn this off now because this is gonna stay hot for a while. See the cheese now? Nice, easy. You can even flip it if you want. See if that gets softer. And then what I'm going to do is just have a little of my bun to be warm, because when it sits on the cheese, it's going to help move it a little bit more. Okay. So we'll add our lettuce in the bottom. Now, because this is hot, it's going to help making the cheese melt. Again, I'm going to put it on top. Now, this is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. Beautiful. See, I'm talking about the cheese melting. It looks like a beautiful sauce just coming down. Toasted bun. Beautiful vegetable. That's what you want. I hate lousy burgers. I love burgers, but I like burgers like this, large flavor, all the stuff. Voila. Bon appetit. Now here is our beautiful venison burger. Look at that high. House-made ketchup in the bottom. Sauteed vegetable, peppers, onion, garlic, the mushrooms, topped with shredded lettuce, the burger on top, and the cheese just melting. Toasted bun. This is what I'm talking about. This is a beautiful burger right there. And this is a venison burger.